Well, I guess it always comes down to a personal preference. I think what it really comes down to for me is environment. I think every business has its own personality. And that ranges from, businesses that are celebrity-led, right, where the business is infected, if you will, infused very heavily with the personality of the owner of that business, and there are probably 2 or 3 brands we could name off the top of our heads that have that style of personality. There are other businesses that are very corporate and they're very formal and so on, and a little bit restrictive, but people sometimes tend to enjoy that environment. So really, I think why people would find us attractive is that we operate in a somewhat corporate environment, but it's very heavily empowered. We have very high degrees of accountability as a result of that, but I think that people who want to be successful thrive in that environment, and that's the environment that we try to create. So we don't tend to restrict individuals too heavily in terms of where they can go to have a positive influence on the business. The HR director that we have today was previously a commercial person, but had a very, very high aptitude for developing people, so he's moved into that sphere. I have guys who go from operations to commercial and vice versa, and they like the ability to be able to do that, and they like the ability not to be too pigeonholed. But I've always found that people specifically, so long as the strategy is clear, as long as the objectives are clear, they really do enjoy being empowered, because then they don't have to reach out into the business to get decisions made. They're empowered to make decisions for themselves, so long as they're sensible, of course. And that, I think, really turns on certain types of people, and that's the reason why I think we have probably one of the lowest attrition rates in our industry.